Hey everyone, it's James from Fun Foods, and today I'm going to show you how to make these Oreo waffles. Now these are absolutely amazing, so keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make these. To make these Oreo waffles, all we have to do is make a simple waffle recipe, and you can use whatever waffle recipe you like. I'm going to show you one right here, and we can just adapt it by putting in some Oreo cookies and some cocoa powder, and that is it. It's pretty simple actually. So we're going to start out with a large bowl here. In this large bowl, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa. Now I'm using Special Dark. You can use regular cocoa if you want, but Special Dark gives it that darker little color and also a darker flavor. You also want to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a dash of salt. If you're wondering how much a dash is, that's about 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 cup of sugar. And before I add my wet ingredients, what I'm going to do is just give this a nice mix. Now I'm going to use this right here, which is really cool. I got this from homechefshop.com. I'll put a link in the description below. It's a whisk that folds up so that you can store it pretty easily. And all you do is turn this and boom, it opens up. It's a nice whisk. It stays in place too. So just mix this up. Once all our dry ingredients are mixed well, what we're going to do is add in our wet ingredients. It calls for 2 large eggs. We'll add those in. 8 tablespoons of melted butter. It's also 1 stick of butter. And 1.5 cups of milk. And mix this until everything's well combined. There you go, that's nice and combined. We have one more thing to add to this, but first we have to crush them up, and that is Oreo cookies. So I have about 12 Oreo cookies in a bag here. We gotta crush them up, so I just put them in a bag. You can put them in a blender, a food processor, but that's gonna make them into really small chunks. I wanna have pretty big chunks here. So I just got it in a baggie, and I'm gonna crush it with something heavy. And I use the whole Oreo cookie, not just the cookie part, and some people separate the cream, but I use the whole cookie. Now just take your crushed Oreos, put them in there, and mix them up. So you want to heat up your waffle iron, get it nice and hot, and it should have a ready button or a ready sound when it is ready. And we're going to open this up. You can see it's nice and hot and ready. I'm going to spray with a little bit of cooking non-stick spray. And then we're going to put roughly about a cup of this batter into there. A little bit more. That's good. Close it and turn it. Now it should take roughly 2 to 3 minutes and it'll tell you it's ready. Okay, so it just beeped telling me it's ready, so let's turn this over, open it up. Oh yeah, it looks good. Just check it to make sure it's done, and we're gonna pull it out. I did overload it a little bit too much, but that's okay. Put it on our serving dish and do the next one. Now that our Oreo waffles are all done, cooked, ready to go, what we're gonna do is just set these aside just for a moment, because we gotta make the filling, and we're gonna make an Oreo-like filling. And to do that, I have a large bowl here, a medium bowl, and I'm gonna add to that 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. Also gonna add 1/4 cup of butter that's softened at room temperature, and about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna just mix this together really good right now. Once this is creamed together, then we're gonna start adding in some powdered sugar. Now just add about 1 to 2 cups of powdered sugar. Do it 1 cup at a time so you can kind of look for the texture you're looking for. And if you find your mixture is not quite creamy enough for you, it's kind of stiff, you can add a little bit of milk or heavy cream. I'm gonna add some heavy cream to this. So if you're adding the milk or heavy cream, don't add more than a tablespoon at a time. So this is the texture I'm going for, a nice creamy but still thick texture. And we're just gonna add this to our waffles. You can put it on each layer, you can put it on the top, and you're gonna see what we're gonna do with it right now. Now I've also crushed up some more Oreo cookies, about 5 of them, and we're gonna use that to decorate the top of our Oreo waffles here. Spread it around. All it needs now is a little bit of cream. Maybe a few Oreos. Can never have too many Oreos. All right, so it's time to cut this open and try it out. So I'm just gonna cut it all the way down here, just so we can see right in the middle. And we'll pull out this one piece right here. Look at that. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna dig into our Oreo waffles and see how they taste. Here we go. These are amazing. It's more of a dessert than it is a breakfast, but you can have it for breakfast. But I do recommend as a dessert. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these Oreo waffles. These are amazing. Now that you know how to make these, check out this video right here, because I think you might enjoy it. And until then, I'll see you next time. To make these Oreo waffles, all we have to do is start out by making a... Okay, so you want to heat up your waffle iron, gotta get it... Now that our